The way we find information is going through a massive change right now. The whole act of searching is being completely flipped on its head by AI. We're moving away from just matching words to actually understanding ideas. So let's dive in and really explore what that means.
Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever been there? You're deep in a research hole. You type in what you think is the perfect search query, and the results? They're either way off or just completely miss the point. It's so frustrating, right? It feels less like you're discovering something and more like you're just trying to guess the secret password to unlock the information you need.
And this is really the heart of the difference. On one side, you have your classic keyword search. It's super literal. It's like looking up a word in a dictionary. It finds that exact word. But on the other side, you've got semantic search. This is all about context. It actually understands concepts. So think of it less like a dictionary and more like a conversation. To really get why this shift is such a game changer, let's first dig into the old way of doing things and talk about the built-in limits of just using keywords. The biggest problem with traditional search is just how rigid it is. It gets totally hung up on the exact words you type. So if you search for, say, automobile, it could completely miss a brilliant article that only uses the word car. It just doesn't have that flexibility to get that different words can all point to the very same idea. So how do we get past that brick wall? Well, this is where the hero of our story comes in, semantic search. It's a way of searching for the meaning that's hiding behind the words. And this right here is the critical part. Semantic search goes way beyond just matching words on a page. It's actually trying to figure out your intent. What's the context of what you're looking for? It's trying to figure out what you really want to know, not just what you happen to type into the box. Let's make this real. Imagine a researcher looking for machine learning in healthcare. A traditional search might completely whiff on papers that talk about AI in medicine or automated diagnosis systems, even though they're talking about the same thing. Semantic search, though, it gets it. It understands these are all just different dialects in the same conversation. Which brings us right back to our main analogy. Keyword search is that old dictionary lookup. You get exactly what you asked for, and that's it. But semantic search? Oh, that's like talking to a brilliant expert librarian. They listen to what you're asking and go, okay, I see what you're getting at. You should also check out these areas over here. It's just a whole other level. And this is where things get really mind-blowing. It's not just about finding more relevant results for what you already know you want. It's about connecting the dots in a way that just wasn't possible before. I mean, this is the real magic trick. It's the power of discovery. It's finding those crucial connections and stumbling upon entire fields of knowledge you didn't even know were related to what you were doing. And that's when research stops being a chore and turns into a real adventure. For instance, check this out. A computer scientist who's deep in the weeds on natural language processing might be totally unaware of some groundbreaking work happening in other fields. But a semantic search can build that bridge, connecting them to vital research in linguistics, psychology, or even neuroscience. I mean, these are the aha moments that are just waiting to happen. So when you pull back and look at the big picture, you realize all of this is pointing to something huge. We are walking into a brand new era of discovery, an era powered by our ability to search for ideas, not just for words. So what does this actually mean for all of us, for researchers and learners? Well, first, you find a much broader, more on-point set of results. Second, you start to uncover those surprising cross-disciplinary connections that spark genuine innovation. And third, you get to escape keyword bias, that trap of only finding things you already know the name for. Ultimately, what this does is change the entire experience. Research stops being this narrow, sometimes frustrating hunt for one perfect paper, and it turns into a journey where you can stumble upon these incredible, game-changing insights almost by accident. That's the power of serendipity, right there. You know what's crazy? This technology is really just getting warmed up. Right now, it's powered by things called vector embeddings, which is really just a fancy way of saying AI turns words into numbers to see how they're related. But coming up soon, we're going to see amazing multilingual support that just breaks down language barriers. And even further out, it'll understand how ideas change over time and give you results personalized just for you. So I guess that leaves us with this final thought. In this vast, incredible ocean of human knowledge, what amazing breakthroughs are just sitting there, waiting for the right connection to be made? waiting for someone to ask the right question, not with the perfect set of words, but with the right idea. What are we going to find now that we can finally have a real conversation with all our data?